Howdy ho, good neighbors. What's going on? It's Phil Russert here tonight with Phil Presents. Um, we do this not as often as we used to because I'm just crazy busy, but every once in a while we have a show because it's special, it's fun, it's cool. And in this case, it's to launch a campaign that has finally reached its final issue of the miniseries. It's exciting. From a passionate creator, my southern friend, who has poured his heart into this book, and I must honestly say, gets better with each book. His artwork, his writing. This is a man that cares about what he's doing here, and he's very passionate, and I'm excited for him. So I really look forward to launching this live. So without further ado, creator, owner of Four Speed Studios, Charles W. Morgan.
Hey, Phil, thank you so much for having me on tonight. This is just it's a great pleasure to be on your show, to be able to come out, talk about Cold Kutter #5. Got a couple
Yeah,
of
man.
books right here that we put out recently, so don't miss #5.
Awesome. Yeah, I work with Charles on getting the Kickstarter pages together pretty much, but Charles does all the book, himself. He handles that. Um, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not really a noir guy, but I picked up the book because I was friends of Charles and I wanted to support it, and I actually liked it. And I back it not because Charles is my friend at this point, but because it's just a good book and I enjoy it.
Thank you so much. That means a ton to hear you say that, because I know you're a superhero guy, not necessarily a crime noir fan, but I'm just really passionate about putting this book together, about writing the series, about producing it. I'm passionate about the comic book. I love comics. I've always loved comics. I collected them as a kid, stopped for a while, started again, and I always had this story in the back of my mind, this crime noir story that I wanted to do, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it. But then about 5 years ago, it just came right into my lap. It was like it was just dumped right on a plate, and it just served right up to me of how I would go about it, how I'd tell the story, and how the story would be, what it would be about. And I really,
Sometimes the story writes itself, right?
yeah. So this story kind of wrote itself, and it's a visual medium too. Comics is a visual medium, so I don't think of I've got this tight script that I have to adhere to every description in a script.
Well, you're
It's
the artist and the writer, which is good because there's going to be no misinterpreting
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, right. There's no misinterpreting. So if I'm a writer though, and I'm writing for someone else to draw something, then yes, I'm gonna put in all those descriptions and all that stuff in there. But with this, since I'm the writer, artist, and creator, I can kind of change things as I go along to say, hey, this would be more dramatic, or this would be better, or I can tell this story better if I go this way or that way. So it's really been a pleasure, and very it's a lot of fun. And
Well, for me, it's not just enjoying the story and seeing where the story going, but it's as an art fan, just watching in black and white. It's just awesome to see the details. It's watching you grow as an artist. Like the first issue was really good art wise, it really was. But man, you've just been leveling up more and more, and the detail and the atmosphere has just been phenomenal. How you've leveled up, and I've been enjoying seeing that journey as well as the writing and the quality of the story.
well, thank you so much. That means everything, because each issue that I do, I try to make it better than the last one. Each
And
page
I
I
think you
do,
do.
I try to make it better than the last one. And I always say to myself, if this doesn't excite me, then how can I expect it to excite anybody else?
Right.
I'm always after that. I'm always after becoming better. I've got a great guru in the legendary Joe Rubenstein. He's taught me a lot. I mean, he's probably taught me about everything I know, but
Oh, you're in trouble.
he's just a great guy. He's a legend in the industry. He's one of the best finishers in comics history, one of the most prolific inkers ever. So,
It's funny. A lot of people don't know how much he's done or what he's done. Like the Frank Miller Claremont Wolverine limited series, Frank Miller's roughs were so rough that a lot of did you ever notice the art doesn't look quite like Frank Miller?
Because it's not. It's Joe.
It's Joe. It's Joe. When Joe finished those roughs, it's Joe putting Joe in there. That was his, you
Yeah.
know, Frank Miller, obviously a legend, got credit for the roughs, but they were so rough. Joe tightened them up big time.
Right. Yeah. Frank drew it. He wrote the story and handed him some roughs, and Joe with his. He was a student of the Neil Adams school. I call it a school. It was kind of like that. You had a lot of finishers
Right.
came out of there. Bob Layton, uh, Joe Rubenstein, a lot of others, and of course Dick Giordano was one of
Right.
their teachers there too. And man, he was just they Joe at that time was pretty young from what I understand, but he was very good at that time. Very, very good. Phenomenal. So he's really helped me to level up and improve on a lot of things. And I try, like you said before, issue one was on a certain level, and then I think I've increased and gotten better. But my writing as well, I try to improve that as each issue and each story goes on.
And just to be clear, it's not like issue one wasn't good and you got better. It was really good, but you've just constantly got even better and better and better. So it just shows your dedication to the book and everything. Which, by the way, um, we are going to live launch, and I'd like to do that now because we have some people in the room and we want them to get a chance to look at this campaign before they leave and possibly put their pledge in. So I'm going to tell you, Cold Cutter 5, a Cold Cutter is a really good action noir story, which I'll let Charles get into more detail once he launches this. With great detailed black and white art, it's very atmospheric to the world. If you like John Sable Freelance, and if you like shows like Wise Guy and what was the Hammer.
Mike Hammer.
Mike Hammer and stuff like that, man, you'll love this. And to be honest with you, it's not many people looking to do noir, and when they do, they don't always pull it off. But Charles has pulled it off. So
Well, I appreciate that so much. We are live right now, so if you'll refresh your page
refresh.
there,
Got it.
you can show it. So, but thank you so much about that. I'm really humble about what I'm able to do and what I've and as far as what I can do. I've got a great letterer in Jasn Meadows too. He really does a good
That
job on
punk.
the lettering. And
That punk.
yeah, he does a fine job. He always does what I ask him. If I have any changes or any, which is very rare, he'll jump right on it. But in Nor, he'll be on in just a little bit probably, but he's supposed to talk about it. When you letter a crime noir comic book, you've got this narrative kind of running throughout the book.
Right.
So like, you got your main character and he walks up to a door and he's turning a key. You don't want him to be you don't want the narrative to say, I'm pulling a key out of my pocket and now I'm turning the lock.
Right.
Because you're showing that in the pictures. So what you want the narrative to do though is to know what he's thinking and know what he's about to investigate and the clues he's thinking about or whatever. So that's the
Right.
narrative that runs through. So he's actually done that in a unique way. So he'll probably talk a little bit more about that. So
Well, I'll tell you, Jason letters tragedy, and he's a phenomenal human being, and he's my friend, and he's also just the most reliable guy I've ever worked with, and I'm grateful for him. Uh, so yeah, man, I introduced you because I knew he would do right by you. He would absolutely do what you needed him to do, the way you needed him to do it. So awesome. We're gonna show the trailer, and then we're gonna get into it. Okay?
mhm. There's no sound.
Really?
I'm not hearing any sound.
I don't know why I put it on. All right, let me try this again. Hang on. That's so weird. Let me pull it down for a minute.
Okay.
I don't understand why I did that.
Rafael Taveras Jr. is the voiceover. He does a great job. He's been doing this for us on every campaign so far. He does a wonderful job of narrating Dylan for me, and it's on this one as well. As soon as Phil pull that.
I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. Okay, we got it. Ready?
Attack after attack on Triff and I has been difficult. Keeping Cutter and Cutter in the black has been difficult. Life is difficult. Staying alive is difficult. Detective work without Dalton has been difficult. Jabo's drug mafia syndicate has it out for us, and I'm in no mood to stop the investigation now, even though the chief of police has ordered us to stop. Jabo doesn't have the resources on his own to pull off a shipment of this scope, and Triff and I will find out who's bankrolling this operation. Even if it kills me, I'll do whatever it takes, no matter who it is.
Cool.
Yeah. Raphael does that, and really boy.
And Rob Powers. Oh, look who's here.
A bad echo here.
Look who's here.
Hey, I just woke up.
What's the good word, brother?
What's going on, Charles? Just working like a dog.
Take me back. I gotta get a set of headphones.
Oh, he's getting feedback. Okay. So, Jason, what is the good word, my friend?
Indie comics. That's a good word, baby.
Sweet. So, tell us about yourself.
Working on calendars as well. Got almost 12 issues done now. Got wrap up the 12th issue. Got a couple more scripts to work on. Figure I'll be up to about 15 or 16 issues in can short with.
Nice. And what are you doing with that book?
What am I doing with it? I am. As far as distributing, there's a guy you may have heard of doing Filbo distribution. He's getting the books out there in the stores. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Of course, it's indie books, so I tolerate him.
I heard he's an amazing dude.
You're talking about people.
You prick.
Yeah, things are going well. I appreciate your hard work, and then all the people that are backing the book are in it.
Yeah, I mean, we're just only place to go from here is up. Anyway,
I'm having a little. Can you guys hear me?
You cut out twice, but say it again.
Having some difficulties. Can you hear me?
Yeah, like one word will cut out here and there.
It was fine until we watched that trailer and everything went crazy.
Oh, you got your first backer.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Whoever did that, thank you so much.
So tell us about Cold Kutter in overall, and then tell us what we're expecting in this final issue.
Okay, so overall, the book starts out with Dylan Kutter in issue one, page one. He's in a very bad place in life. He's really fast because his brother's murdered. Murder. And then he comes under attack almost instantly, and he chases down, shoots a couple people, catches the perpetrator, and it ends up being the guy who killed his brother Dalton. He escaped jail, tried to kill Dylan at a few days later. So he put him in jail, and A few days later, Jabbo has broken back out of jail. He's escaped custody again. He's like a Houdini. So he escapes and he kidnaps Dylan's friend Tripp. And he's got it so bad for Dylan that he says, hey, come and rescue your friend Tripp. I've got her at Liberty Island. And if you want to see her alive right now. So he jumps on a boat, goes out to Liberty Island, takes over the island. He's got Tripp and he's got her dangling to the statue of Liberty 100-foot rope. And she's dangling about it. So he goes in, armed to the teeth, has to shoot some guards, set up in place, gangsters and everything. Then he has to face a guy in a mask who's basically pretending to be Jabbo, but he's not Jabbo. And the real Jabbo is by helicopter in issue 1. In issue 2, Dylan has to fight his way to the top of the Statue of Liberty, rescues and takes her to her apartment, has her checked out obviously, but takes her to her apartment, and then we start seeing the new side of Tripp. That damsel in distress. We start learning more about it. Let's get the damsel in distress. Issue 1. By issue 2, she changed her hairstyle, now sporting a whole. And she's telling Dylan, you just jujitsu artist, So she's been training for the martial arts since she was a young child, and so she doesn't want any special help. Says, hey, I can take care of myself. Don't worry about me. I care of myself. I'll step my part by myself. I'm fine. So an intruder then tries to kill her in her apartment in issue number 3. And we see right here, man, he takes this guy out. She is more than a formidable opponent. She is an awesome fighter, and she's not to be messed with. So she defends herself. They begin investigate. So Dylan is at that point that she's capable enough to help him investigate. So he brings her along. So they're out. They begin to investigate. Who's these drugs? Who's behind this drug? It's this drug syndicate. We know Jabbo is, and he's still on the loose. But who else is involved? And how do we find out where that is? How we let this drug ring? So issue 4 comes up, and there's basically a big clue. And he like a charm that he found in issue 1 at the scene of the Statue of Liberty. I guess it must have fell from the helicopter, but he found this charm bracelet. And they're like, what is this? Looks so familiar. I tried to figure out what it is. So at the end of issue 4, Tripp has gotten so good with that new computer they have. She starts searching the database. And she finds and matches up that design on that charm. And it's actually a family crest. And the family crest in Cavewood. And they took on a new man. She's trying to find Paul because she can't find anything about him. But his name is Cavewood. His name is Cavewood. So when they find out that the charm bracelet has Cavewood on that, it was like a shock. It was like, whoa, what's the odds of this being the same thing as this fine hour? So in issue 5, we're going to link up everything. We're going to find out who is running the syndicate. We're going to find out who's helping them. We're going to find out who the shadow figure is. Keep seeing, and all come to a head. So that's where we are in issue 5. But it's an exciting book. Jason's probably letters 13 pages. Thanks, Jason. You've done a wonderful job. So that's kind of where we are. These are some of the pages here.
I like the profile of her here. It was a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good line work. Very detailed.
Thanks so much.
So let's go over the covers.
Thanks so much. Yeah, that's the cover. So I penciled that. Yeah, that's the cover. So I penciled that. Joe Rubenstein did the inks. Jesse Heege did the colors on that. But that's the inks by Legend Joe Rubenstein. And that may be his first cars he's ever inked on the cover. This is cover. ASB, I can't remember, but this one is more like your detective style cover. I thought it would be a good something that would kind of throw back to the old detective, maybe Sherlock Holmes. I thought it was a good visual. But that's my pencil. And Lena Vargas colors. This is colored by Baron Tozen. And I did a pencil on that. So that's kind of like toward the end of the book, scene right out of the end of the book that we're going to see be a big scene. It's going to be epic. And that's sort of a view, probably toward the scene with Dylan's new Camaro in the background. He finally meets the guy, the shadowy figure here. We get a little glimpse of it from the back. So we're going to reveal who that is, issue number 5. And then we'll see how all that tied in. This is a wraparound by Alex Ogle. I met him at a show and got his contact information a couple years ago. And I reached out to Alex and said, hey, man, I'm really like to do a wraparound cover. I've always wanted to do one. This is my first wraparound cover. Yeah, we did a sideways cover on issue 3, I believe it was. So if you are watching, you haven't checked out the other book thing. There's some really cool covers on this campaign on the 5 different books.
Here you got the trade dress of the wraparound, and here you got the version.
Can't hear you, Phil. Turn down.
Can you hear me?
Did you have a question?
I was just saying, here's the trade dress of the wraparound, and then here is the version. Both are available on the campaign. See which one you prefer and grab them.
Right.
We showed the interiors while you were talking. And let's go to some rewards. What do we got?
PDF pack number 1 through 4. That basically catch up on the PDFs. You haven't read the book. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, you destroyed my car here. I cannot forgive you for that. You destroyed the muscle car. I cannot forgive you for that.
Yeah, we destroyed the muscle car. Issue number 3. And that's precursors.
Yeah, so there's 5 total covers, including the wraparound for this campaign, and you could pick any 3 of the 5. So it's here. If you can't make a decision, you're like, I don't know, you could pick 3. Or you could go all in and get all 5 covers. So between these 2, we got you covered. If you're not sure what you want to get. So very cool. You can get all 5. There's also the catch-up tier. It's the main studio covers of all 5 issues. So if you are new and just getting on board and you want to experience this story from the start, you didn't miss anything. You can get issues 1 through 5 right here. All the beautiful covers. This is one of my favorite covers with the car here. Just a great job. And the colors that Hagee did was awesome.
Yeah, I love that cover.
Very cool.
You know.
Get 2 cars. Look at that.
Yeah, those are very similar. Just a different car. And yeah.
And then you have All-In 4-Speed Studios. Now this is awesome. It is every single cover, including a sketch cover, that belongs to this series. Every cover. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 25 covers. Look at that.
25. It's a pretty good. I've got a good cover every issue, and I've got a cover, and I've got a Mark cover,
Mark McKenna. Yeah, you're cutting out for some reason, dude.
Yeah, no.
Jason, what did you do? You broke it. You broke him.
Yeah, broke up here. After that trailer, everything's messed up here. Come feedback.
Can Jason hear us?
You guys keep both of you keeping it out, and there's an echo, and now well,
it's a bad echo.
Do you guys want to go out and try to come back in?
Yeah, let's do that. Do I take myself out?
Yeah, get out. All right. So we got All In 4-Speed Studios, 25 covers. He's had Mark McKenna covers, Joe Rubenstein, Larry Stroman. So he's had some big names attached. He had a really cool horizontal cover. He's got the wraparound cover. So he's done some like really nice, unique things, black and white covers. Very cool stuff going on with that. For add-ons, we've got the sketch cover. If you want to do a sketch cover, you can get a commission from any of your favorite artists. And he's back. How are you?
I'm fine. How's it going?
I think we got you. I think we're good.
Yeah.
So we got the sketch cover for Cold Kutter. Thanks to Rob Powers for the logo and the design, the trade dress. And then if you want to get a sketch cover with Charles W. Morgan doing a sketch on it, let me tell you something. I got him to do John Sable Freelance for me, and it looked freaking awesome. So Charles is a really talented artist. He's very good. So you should check it out. You got something to show us, Charles?
Yeah, well, I've got a cover here that we that I have on the campaign. So it's actually the ink cover for issue number 3. It's probably cover A. That's going to be on the campaign tonight. And this other one is also from issue 3, cover D, I think. So this is the actual original art for the published covers. And that's what it looks like before it's colored, before it's trade dressed.
Nice.
I like the traditional art. You don't see much more of that anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like doing it that way.
And if you can't afford original art, but you like art, we've got the prints, right? $10 prints of cover A.
Right. Yeah.
And cover D, the reveal.
Yeah.
So these are black and white. They're comic size prints, so they go nicely framed next to your comics if you frame them and put them up on the wall. Mm-hmm. We got a sticker pack, some of the best covers, right? The wraparound cover, the main cover, the reveal cover, and the detective cover. So you get a sticker pack. And here we go with the original art.
Right. That's the one I just showed.
And again, you saw the original art. You know, pictures don't do it justice until you see it in person. It's just so much nicer.
Yeah, it looks so better in person.
That's from issue 3.
Like me.
Yeah. Listen, stick with the filters there, Jason. Cover C for issue 3. You know, nice line work, nice cross hatching. Good job.
Thank you.
And then, of course, we've got stretch goals. So we have a bookmark. We have the Rubenstein inked full color print.
Right.
And these all unlock if we hit the goal of 600, which hopefully we will tonight. We'll get the bookmark.
Yeah. Bookmark. Alex Ogle bookmark.
And then we've got the Rubenstein print.
Right.
Here's the team. That handsome fellow.
Yeah.
This weirdo inker. I bust Joe's chops all the time because he always reminds me of how beautiful my wife is. So when I see him, I show him a picture of her looking gorgeous, and they go, "Still with me, Joe?" I saw him in New York Con, and he's like mad, like not really mad, but jokingly mad at me, you know, because I read him all the time.
Yeah.
Joe has that sense of humor that he says it, and he sounds like he's serious, and he's taking a jab at you, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't know Joe, you think he's just being a jerk. He's not. He's being funny. He's joking with you. Like he's busting your balls because that's our generation, you know?
Yeah, it took me a minute.
Then there's the vulture.
Who's this guy?
Jesse Hagee.
Yeah. Colorist on our covers.
Alina Meza Vargas.
Yeah, she's our new cover colorist.
And there you go. So we got a little something for everybody on different price points. If you love original art, these are just $200 each, and they're original published covers. You got sticker packs, black and white prints, sketch covers. You can get a commission from Charles. I'm telling you, get one. He really is a talented artist. I mean, you know, what he lacks in looks, he makes up for in skill.
Amen.
You'll get there one day.
Yeah. And of course, you know, if you want to catch up and read them all, but at the same time, you really are a cover collector, this is perfect for you here, all in 4-speed series. 25 covers. You have black and white covers. You have wraparound covers. You have the horizontal cover, which is here. And it's pretty much the timeline of, you know, the entire series and has how it's been kickstarted. And Charles eventually will be in distribution, and there won't be all these covers anymore, so they'll be rare. So you may want to grab them now, these Kickstarter editions, because when he goes to distribution, they won't be the same. And, you know, they'll have barcodes, and they'll be different first printings again. And these are going to be rare Kickstarter exclusives at that point.
They're going to be mastered.
Very cool. And then again, you know, if that's too much for you right now, you just want to catch up, you get the main cover of all 5 issues, which is really about getting the story, guys. I mean, I know we're in a world of blind bags and gimmicks and everything. And if you love collecting that stuff, that's great. It helps keep, you know, the economy flowing. But if you want stories that resonate with you, that you can enjoy, share with your family, or talk about, you know, with your friends or whatever, like we did when we saw Star Wars growing up, or when we read, you know, books like from Stephen King, or we read Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, you know, stories that can become timeless and you could just cherish and enjoy and share. For all you know, this could be one of those stories, but you got to get all 5 issues to find out.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we've got, if you have been up to date with issues 1 through 4, you got to get the all 5 covers to issue 5. And the sketch cover to go with it.
Right.
Or just pick 3. Or your wife is yelling at you that your comics take too much space, or your husband is yelling at you that your comics take too much space. You got the PDF pack. There you go.
Man. Yeah. You could do like runs this. He brings his comic collection to his office. Exact same down there.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And again, here are some interiors to show you. Classic noir, black and white.
Yeah. Jay does a great job lettering.
Yeah, you know a letterer did a good job because you don't notice anything.
Right.
You know, they're the unsung heroes, because I've seen letterers destroy a otherwise beautiful book because they don't know how to do what they're doing. You know, they don't know how to properly have you reading the proper flow, or the placement's terrible, or it's blocking art, or, you know, a bad letterer will ruin a really good book.
Yeah. He does good.
That's what I tell people. If I'm doing my job correctly, you don't really notice what I did.
Right.
And it's fun doing a book like this because, you know, you have the dialogue, but you also have, you know, what I call the diary part, or the inner dialogue, the inner monologue.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to give this like a unique feel, and the inner dialogue part, like almost like a handwritten diary. You know, make everything fit and make it flow.
Cool.
But it's been a fun story to watch, like unravel as it goes. one of the best parts for me about lettering is I get to see these books in the different stages of creation and just watch the whole thing come together before pretty much anybody else does.
I don't know why. I just really like the line work on this.
Well, thank you. You know, it took a lot of time to page, and just try to study fantasy art, and especially know.
Good job on the lighting on his face here too.
Thank you.
Very cool.
And one reason I asked Jason, maybe he could say a little more about lettering style versus the regular one. He's got a unique way with fonts and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like I told Phil before, I probably got 1,200 fonts in my computer at this point. So it's on. For me, it's trying to find a unique. And style that fits the book. Like Phil's book's a superhero book. My book's I've done horror books. I've done Misty noir books. So it's just fun too. It's just fun too. Yeah, I've done so many different styles of books. And even with like I said, the interdialogue trying to make that fit and not be overwhelming. Or really in your face. So it's been fun trying to make everything fit and give Kutter his own voice and Triff and make it all come together without taking attention away from artwork. Yeah, it's one of the hardest parts is to not cover up everything artwork when you're doing a book.
I really appreciate it. Really voice Kutter and Triff and all the characters. Balloon placement be spot on. Don't ever have a problem. And Jason, you're blocking character's face. Nothing like that. So yeah, look good. I can tell you got a different for the narrative. And I think that's really nice.
Well, I'm going to take all credit for Jason's work, because I made him the letterer he is today by putting too many actions in one panel, by putting too much dialogue and Ricardo drawing a really small panel.
It's not you. I mean, I tell every single artist that I hire, leave room for dialogue and balloons. And
see, the thing is, I told Ricardo that too, and he would still make these small panels. Like, dude, you realize I put the dialogue in the script so you knew what was going to be in there, and he'll make a small panel when this dude's going on a big diatribe. I'm like, Ricardo, what are you doing?
Wow.
It's
a lot of stuff that artists don't think. They look at the script, they get a killer panel in mind and drawn beautifully. But the first guy speaking, there might be three guys in the first guy speaking, they put on the far right, bring his dialogue over and stick everybody else underneath. People just don't think about it. So I gotta go out and try to make it work.
I was going to bring up
with Cold Kutter, it's a more realistic than like my book.
Right.
So I've been trying not to go overboard with the sound effects either, because the real world is not like that. As where with superhero,
maybe a blam on a gun here or a pow there. Or
yeah.
So it's a little bit of a different challenge than your book and my book.
I was going to say I can hardly hear Jason or myself. There's a really bad echo, but we hear you, Phil, and only after you paid the trailer. Is there any adjustment you can make?
No, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
You broke it. Well, I'm gonna play the trailer again, and then we're gonna give you you guys back out while I'm doing the trailer and come back in to see if we can get you back again, because you were good for a little while. And then I want to finish up with you, Charles, telling us why we want to back this book.
Okay.
All right. So you guys, you might want to back out and come back in as I play the trailer again.
Attack after attack on Triff and I has been difficult. Keeping Cutter and Cutter in the black has been difficult. It's difficult. Staying alive is difficult. Detective work without Dalton has been difficult. Jabba's drug mafia syndicate has it out for us, and I'm in no mood to stop the investigation now, even though the chief of police has ordered us to stop. Jabba doesn't have the resources on his own to pull off a shipment of this scope, and Triff and I will find out who's bankrolling this operation. Even if it kills me, I'll do whatever it takes, no matter who it is.
Now, we obviously had to adjust that date. Sorry, guys, that was on me because of my schedule that we had to postpone 4 days. All right. Thank you for telling us, Eric. Let's see let us know if they are good to go, if they have an echo. Speak or forever hold your peace.
Hey, guys.
Say it again.
Hey, guys. You hear me? I'm trying to see if there's an echo.
There's no echo for me. Is Eric still there? Is there an echo?
There's an echo. There's an echo from me, but it's only on Charles.
Yeah, I'm hearing it on Jason too. Really bad.
Yeah, neither one of you are echoing for me. That's so weird.
Okay.
You don't have your speaker on, Phil. Just your headphones.
Just through my headphones and my mic. My Yeti mic.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you guys why you back issue 5. Issue 5, I really put a lot of passion into this book. It's the epic ending of the crime noir thriller. It's Cold Kutter number 5. It is the ending that's going to be a climatic, shocking ending. I don't think it's going to be anything that you're going to expect. I don't think you could predict what's going to be at the end of this book. And I've got some action scenes. I've got some investigations. You know, it's not just a shoot 'em up gun kind of a book. It's a cerebral kind of a book too. So I've got a little bit of everything, and I hope it'll be interesting for you. It's a book that's not boring to me. You know, so I approach it that way with passion. If it bores you, if it bores me, it's probably going to bore you. So I don't like to work on something that's boring. I like to work on things that are exciting and good. And I've really tried to up my game each and every issue. So if you haven't backed any of these books and you're interested in what you've heard tonight, right here's your chance. There's a PDF you could get. You know, you could get 5 PDFs. It's cheaper than the physical books. But if you're into the physical books and you think you might want to buy something to possibly collect, if this issue were to blow up and go big someday, now would be the time to get the physical books, because you got all these Kickstarter covers that would become rare one day. So just give us a chance. Give me a chance. I think you'll probably enjoy what you see. I appreciate everybody that backs. Thank you so much.
Cool. So I'm going to tell you why you should back this, and you're going to listen, or I'm going to toilet paper your house. So if you enjoy crime stories, if you enjoy mysteries, if you enjoy action shoot 'em ups and muscle cars, and men that were rugged and the strong silent type, and women that are not just a simple damsel in distress that can kick rear end. If you want something that has a nice blend of all that with some really good black and white noir art, if you really love Joe Rubenstein or some of the great inkers like Mark McKenna, or if you like Larry Stroman, there's some big names attached to this. If you like collecting covers, you've got a nice array of covers. If you want original art, you can get original art from Charles. And Jason has about 15 illegitimate kids to feed. So if you can keep him lettering and get him paid, that'd be good.
I'm a popular guy.
But in all seriousness, I don't say this as a friend to Charles. It's like I said at the beginning of the show. I'm not a noir guy. I'm not. I'm not. Um, I originally picked up the book #1 as a friend of Charles to support Charles, and I liked it. And I was interested in seeing where it went. And I've backed every book, and I've read every book, and I enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to seeing who the reveal is. I think I know who it is, but it's okay. Maybe I don't. But the point is, it's a fun story. It's an interesting story. It takes you different places. It moves. It's not just a guy standing around talking to himself. It really is a solid noir entry into the comic world. And Charles's art just continues to level up as the story goes on, which is really a testimony to how interesting it continues to get. So back the book, support independent creators, support Charles, because he really does put his heart into this book, and he does care about this very much so. And he's one of the good people, and he really deserves a win. So let's get him funded tonight, and let's get those stretch goals unlocked.
It's a good book. It's definitely different than the other stuff you're reading out there. If you're back in my book or Phil's book, this is a completely different beast. It's it's a true noir book, and you're just along for the ride as it unwinds and as the secrets are revealed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate all you do, Phil, too. You do a lot, and you help a lot of folks out there. You're an unsung hero in my eyes.
No, I'm just a schmuck trying to get through the day like everybody else. But I will say this. Tell us where Cold Kutter goes from here after we wrap up the campaign for 5 and you fulfill it. What's on the horizon for 4 Speed Studios?
Well, right now we have planned probably in the near future a trade paperback. We also have planned to go to distribution at some point. It may be, a year down the road. It may be 6-8 months down the road, but that's kind of what we want to do. We want to get it out there in the comic stores and things like that. So I don't know. Are you
going to be doing a color version?
Yeah. So I've been toying around with a color version of it. I just don't know that that's what I'm going to do yet or not. But eventually I probably will. What I'm thinking about doing with that is having that have a color version for the trade paperback and a black and white with gray tones available. And then when it comes out in distribution, I would probably have a black and white with gray tones in the interior. Because I just think that would be, for the kind of book it is,
sure,
kind of artwork is in it, would be good to have a gray tone book. So that's kind of where
gray tones add a lot. They're great.
But I've got a lot of stuff planned for the trade paperback. There'll be new stories in there. There will probably be a 10-page short story of new material, and it would probably be a background story that would tell us more about who is Dylan, where does he come from, and that kind of thing.
His mama.
Yeah, exactly. So we may find out kind of what that is. Yeah. So that's.
Yeah, the book. I think the book works really well in black and white for the story.
Of course.
And you don't get many black and white indie comics anymore. It's
not good.
For me, it was like a nice throwback, to the 80s when there were so many great black and white books.
Yeah.
Plus, Charles is one of those Southern gentlemen, nice guy, soft-spoken, easygoing, laid back. You don't want to stress him out with a Kickstarter campaign. Come on, get him funded tonight. I mean, look at the gray on his beard. He's only 27, and this is what 4 Kickstarters did to him.
It's been a rough life over here.
Yeah.
Over here producing this book for, 9 hours a night, get no sleep. I'm propping my eyelids up.
Yeah. He's got toothpicks. He's like this.
Right.
Or like a Clockwork Orange. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jason, tell us what we can expect to see from you. Are you available for lettering jobs? Tell us about Tales from Neurosville. What's going on with you? Where can we find you? And then Charles, wrap up by telling us where we can find you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm available for lettering. I do some pre-press stuff, for you if you need somebody to just make sure your files and everything are correct for when they go to the printer, correct size, correct color, whatever. I do that for a handful of people. Lettering is, kind of my bread and butter where I make my side money to help fund Neurosville. Most of my updates and stuff are on Facebook, facebook.com/KSS Comics, Knuckle Supper Studios, KSS Comics. And I'm working on books. I got my artist hard at work. Colorist jumped on to start coloring another issue yesterday. Like I said, 12 issues in the can, getting more going. Just rolling in a lot of different directions to keep up. Get the books out there, get the stories out there, and try and build that fan base.
I am just going to say this real quick, too. I said this at the beginning of the show, and I say this with utmost sincerity. Of all the people I've worked with in this industry, Jason has never let me down. He's never missed a deadline. He always does it great job. He's been a friend, a colleague, and honestly, just a huge and instrumental force behind everything I do at Filbo. So my appreciation to Jason. And Knuckle Supper Studios, don't sleep on Tales from Neurosville. It's very cleverly written story that is basically an anthology wrapped around the theme of a city, kind of like Astro City, but it's really different in its own way. He has great ironies and twists and things that you don't see coming. Very cleverly written and entertaining. And it's one of those sleeper hits that I really hope people give a shot and really kick into it, because you're going to enjoy it. It's just well written. It's intelligent writing. Even though it's coming from Jason, I still think he has a ghostwriter, but whatever. But seriously, if you want a really great person to hire for formatting your books, getting them ready for print, lettering, etc., Jason's your man. If you want to read some great independent books, Tales from Neurosville, Knuckle Supper Studios, I say that with the utmost sincerity and honesty.
I appreciate it.
It's not his fault. He's a Buffalo Bills fan. Getting back to Charles, again, guys, back Cold Kutter. You won't be disappointed. It's got everything you want, from action, shootouts, car chases, martial arts fighting, great inner monologue, mystery, suspense. I mean, it really has everything in it, and some great detailed work. Hey, Bo. So back Cold Kutter issues 1 through 5 right now. And remember, eventually he's going to distribution. These will be rare Kickstarter editions if you're a collector. But if you're just a reader and you love stories, you'll enjoy this. And if you like great black and white art, go for it. Charles, where can we find you?
Yeah, so help us get out of the gate strong tonight, guys, if you can. And you can find me on social media, on my Facebook at Charles W. Morgan, or you can find me at the Art of Charles W. Morgan on Facebook. And I have an Instagram, which I think is charles.morgan.5 on Instagram. So you'll see a lot of, I'll have clips and things, videos, and some samples of my artwork on there. So,
yeah, like I said,
my links are there too. You can just it'll link you right to the page, just the Kickstarter page.
And like I said, I got original art from your last campaign, and it was John Sable Freelance, and it's so good. I mean, it's Mike Grell level good. It's there, man. It was a great commission. So even if Cold Kutter maybe isn't your thing, but you love art, you get that sketch cover and you get Charles to do a commission for you, and you will not be disappointed. He could put whoever you want on there, maybe next to Dylan, but you won't be disappointed. All right, guys. So you have 3 backers. You had $199. He's got $401 to go to be funded. I just want to let everybody know, and I've said this before, Kickstarters are an emotional roller coaster. We pour our hearts into these books, and we don't know what to expect. And we're watching this number not go up, and then it goes up and you're excited, and then it doesn't go up, and then you're like, what the hell happened? And you're just posting and trying to get out of the echo chamber and get the hamster off the wheel and try to get out to new people. You're fighting algorithms on Facebook. You're fighting algorithms on Kickstarter because we're not the $412,000 campaign. We're not doing the NSFW. We're just putting out the stories. So it's hard for us to market, right? But we pour our hearts into the stuff because we write this for the sake of story, for passion and love for what we do. And that's really it, because this is a thankless thing, and it's a stressful thing, and it's an emotional roller coaster where you feel high 1 minute and the next minute you feel like, am I even wasting my time? And it's tough. Yeah. I'm not asking you to do any pity pledges. I'm asking you to just give it a shot because it's a passion play, not a cash grab, as Vasquez would always say. So support that passion, support indie creators, support artists, writers, all the people that get hooked up in getting hired for this, like Jason with lettering. And I don't think you'll be disappointed. I really don't.
Yeah. So, and, if you are in a position where you can't afford to back a book, if you share the post, like and share the post, comments, stuff that helps get other eyes on it, helps the algorithms and all that nonsense. That kind of stuff means the world to us. Like guys like, us, when we see somebody likes, comments, or shares our post, it really does mean a lot.
And, there is the donation section. If you want to just donate $3, $5, just out of support or, appreciation for creativity and independent publishers, you can do that as well. That's it, fellas. That is a wrap. Cold Kutter issue 5 with catch-ups 1 through 4 live right now on Kickstarter. And we need to get funded tonight so Charles cannot sweat for the next 29 days.
I'm already sweating.
All right.
Well, it's always fun too when you go a couple of days and you might not get a pledge or a backer, and then you get that notification that somebody backed your book. I feel so good. Just that one person back.
Really does. And I really appreciate the guys, everybody who's played so far. We really, really do appreciate that. It goes so far to help us out to get funded, so we can create this book. And this book, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, Phil, but I got almost all the artwork finished. I think I lack 2 more pages, Jason, so I'll be shipping some pages to you here, a few pages, because you've got 1 through 17 lettered already. So, it won't be long. I'll ship them over to you, and
awesome.
They'll be ready. So, yeah.
Awesome. The creative process, guys, it's a blast. It is a lot of fun. It's stressful, but it's fun. All right.
It is.
Any last words, gentlemen?
Go Bills.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't we do this? You guys remember how I close out every show? You better. You son of a bee. I'd say 2 things every damn show. Who wants to start?
I remember the ending. Yeah, have fun storming the castle. What's the first part, Phil? Help me out here.
The first part.
No, you guys suck. The legendary.
Have fun storming the castle.
God, you guys are terrible.